Howdy. Welcome back to One Rental at a Time. I am here in Las Vegas at the 2026 One Rental at a Time event at the Center for the Blind. I am sitting with Jay. Jay, where do you live and where do you invest?
I live in Rochester, New York, and I also invest in Rochester.
Okay. I met somebody here earlier today that was talking about you because they invest in Rochester. She does.
Yep,
And,
actually.
I think she was talking about you too. Yep.
Yep.
She said you are where she wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's a compliment we'll
It is.
understand.
Yep.
So before finding the One Rental at a Time community, what did your portfolio and your investing strategy look like?
So, before I would say that I had acquired about 13 units, one single family, a duplex, and two triplexes, and then another two duplexes, so three duplexes at that time.
That is a pretty impressive portfolio to have.
So yeah, I kind of ramped up pretty quick. So
since finding One Rental at a Time, what do you think is the biggest change? Something you do different that you weren't doing before finding mine?
I'd say a lot of the items is with One Rental at a Time, the little bit more of the community, learning about additional people. You, for instance, also Matt, the lumberjack landlord. So I get a lot of Dionisms. That.
Do you have a favorite Dionism?
Not necessarily, but it's kind of interesting. I'll be talking to other people about investing, and then one will pop into my head, and I'll mention it to other investors. So, but yeah, nothing that's necessarily my favorite. They just kind of pop up.
Fair enough. I don't think I have a favorite either. I think I put them all together and it made me free. So, what would your portfolio look like today? So first, what does your portfolio look like today?
So today I have 36 units.
Okay.
Some of them are now some mixed use, small mixed use buildings. Two of them are 5-unit mixed use with one commercial, the rest residential, and then another mixed use that's only 2 units, a commercial and 1 residential.
Okay, 36.
So
Mixed
36
use.
total.
All in Rochester-ish?
Yep. Well, those mixed use units plus the
Right.
duplexes and triplexes that I have.
Okay. What would your portfolio look like if you never found One Rental at a Time?
I would say it would probably look the same. Maybe I might not have as many units yet. The whole concept of the one rental at a time, it's just a matter of just moving forward. You get the next one, and then when you're ready, you get the next one.
Literally one at a time. That's why Zuber's such a genius.
Exactly. It's because you can, a lot of the stuff that he preaches is, just get to 4.
Yep.
And if you do the math, for a lot of people, especially in where I invest, 4 units could sustain somebody. They can live on 4 units.
I bet they could live a lot better on 36.
They definitely can.
So what does retirement look like for you?
So I will be retiring this year. Haven't set a set date. My employers, everybody's on board. I've been trying to prep everybody for my retirement. Most likely the summer. But it might, I don't think it's going to move past the summer. It might move before. We'll see.
Sometime between tomorrow and 3 years from now. That's what I said for about 6 months, and then it was tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's when retirement looks like for you. What does retirement look like for you?
So I'll be, it'll free my time during the day. Right now we still have a bunch of renovations that need to be done in some of the units, so we'll finish up the renovations. I'm hoping to do that before I retire. And then it'll be the occasional, my hot water heater's out, I do a lot of my own maintenance, except for the things that I can't do, or a specialized professional does a much better job. So.
Okay, I have a small recommendation. I would start hiring handymen for those small, easy jobs that you could do yourself to build a relationship with more handymen. You need 5 or 6, so that when you retire, if you decide to travel or anything like that, you're not the one that has to go put the water heater in or replace the countertop or anything. You still can, but I would hire them for easy jobs to build a relationship, so that when you choose not to, it's going to be that day you choose not to. That's not the day that you start building the relationships. You want to start them now.
Right. So I'm almost at I'll say a crux point where, if I decide to increase the amount of units, because I may stop where I am. I probably will increase some, but I may go, I'll say once I get past 50 units. So originally we set a goal, the basic goal was $30K a month and 50 units. I'm gonna hit that $30K a month long before that 50 units. So because of rent appreciation and everything else. But if I decide to go past the 50, then I'll be more, I may decide to either hire a full-time handyman so that I can do those things and we can go on vacations and other things and not have to worry about it. But there are some other options like a maintenance company, where you're not counting on one handyman. They have more. So
that's the danger of hiring one yourself. I have a minimum of 4. I right now have probably 5, and it's not because if they're not available, I don't really compete prices with them that much once I know they have fair rates, right?
Right.
But mostly it's because here is the life of a handyman. Okay, if you are investing in real estate and you start hiring handymen, they have about a 6-month shelf life, and then one of 2 things happens. Either they get really good at what they do and they go from handyman to contractor, and now you can't afford them for the small things because they can make $5,000, $7,000, $8,000 a day doing a project. Why are they going to work for $400 or $800 a day doing your small thing? So you want multiples in case they become really good and in demand. Or their life spirals out of control and they go back to rehab or prison, and then either way they're gone. So you got about 6 months. So that's why it takes 4 or 5 to always have somebody available. A maintenance company might be good too, but I would use the same theory I would with a property manager. Hire slow, fire fast.
Right.
If something doesn't look good, try the next one. Last question for you. If you were in a room with Michael Zuber, just the 2 of you, nobody can hear you, and Mike asked, what advice do you have from your feedback do you have to make One Rental at a Time, the books, the podcast, these events better? What would you say?
I guess we'll hit a few of those, I think. One is, the VIP people, you could increase, increase the extra bonus stuff, because it is a large jump up, from the general admission. Some of the things you could concentrate on more in general is, the why. Why do people do things? Why do people want to do what they want to do? Because if you don't have a why, there's no there's no purpose.
Makes sense.
The other thing is the along with that, lost my train of thought. The squirrel ran away.
Yep.
So
I was distracted as well. That's okay.
So he, one of the things that I've also noticed is I get a lot from his daily morning news, things like that. He's always recording, always on, always doing stuff. Sometimes it's, I wonder if maybe he should slow down a little bit on some of the stuff that he's doing for his own peace of mind.
I think for me or you, that would be the case. It would drive him crazy to slow down. I don't think that. So you got to know your personality, right? Know thyself, kind of thing. But that's great advice too. I will let him know. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yep. Thank you.
And I hope to see you next year, or talk to you before then.
I will. Yep.
Ciao.
Ciao.